Hello, my fearless warriors of resilience. Today we venture into the heart of a subject that balances between agony and empowerment. It's a tale of justice, redemption, and the poetic irony of pain. Let's talk about them, the ones who tore through your life with cruelty, the architects of your despair, the tormentors who turned trust into ash. They arrived like a tempest, obliterating love, shattering hope, and laughing as your world collapsed. Your tears became rivers, your screams were swallowed by the abyss. They reveled in your suffering, puppeteering your pain like a masterpiece of their own darkness. But oh, how the wheel of fate spins. The tormentors have now become the tormented. They crawl back, battered by their own misdeeds, begging for forgiveness, their voices trembling with regret. They say, "I'm sorry," with outstretched hands and hollow eyes. But their suffering fill the void they carved into your soul. Does their remorse erase the chapters they ripped apart? No, it doesn't. Yet, in them is a profound power. A power that belongs to... You see, their cruelty was never about you. It was the venom of their own wounds, the chaos of their broken souls spilling over. They lashed out, not because you were weak, but because they were drowning in their own misery. You were the canvas on which they smeared the poison of their inner torment. And now, the echoes of their actions haunt them. Their nights are sleepless, their days shadowed by the ghosts of their sins. They come seeking absolution, but their apologies, are they for you or for themselves? Here's where your strength lies, my friend. You stand at the crossroads of vengeance and mercy. The scales of justice are in your hands. Will you forgive them, granting them peace, or let them drown in the anguish they gifted you? The choice is yours, and it's a choice steeped in power. Let me share a truth. Forgiveness is not a gift to them. It's a liberation for you. Forgiveness doesn't excuse their betrayal or erase your scars. No. Forgiveness is the sword you wield to sever the chains of their control. It's a declaration that their actions will not define you, that their sins will not bind you. Forgiveness is your ascent, a phoenix rising from the ashes of their destruction. But forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. Oh no, never forget. Let their betrayal be the forge that sharpens your resilience, the fuel that ignites your transformation. Let the pain they inflicted be the catalyst for your greatness. And when they see you rise, stronger, unbroken, they will carry the unbearable weight of their guilt. They will realize their apologies cannot dismantle the empire you built from the ruins of their betrayal. If forgiveness isn't your path, that is your right. If their suffering eases your pain, then so be it. Let them feel the searing fire of consequences. Let them tread the thorny path of accountability. But whatever you choose, remember this: their actions must not define your future. Rise above, whether through mercy or retribution. And you are not a victim. You are a warrior, a conqueror, an indomitable force. Their regret is a monument to your worth. Their suffering is proof of your strength. You have become their nightmare, the shadow they cannot escape, the mirror that reflects their sins. And don't mistake their suffering for redemption. Redemption is earned, not begged for. Their apologies are but whispers in the storm of their guilt. Their pain doesn't erase yours. It is merely the shadow of their poison. Yet, there is a twisted satisfaction in their torment, isn't there? To see the fear in their eyes, the regret etched into their faces, the desperation in their trembling hands. They sought to break you, but they broke themselves. They tried to crush your spirit, and now they kneel before you, pleading for mercy. But ask yourself, do they deserve it? Redemption isn't given lightly. Let them earn it through perseverance, through action, through fire. Let them walk. Yet forgiveness is not a debt you owe. It is a gift you grant when you are ready, not when they demand it. If forgiveness is not your choice, let their pleas fall on deaf ears. You owe them nothing. You are not obligated to soothe the conscience of those who scarred you. Your healing is your own, and your journey is sacred. Beware, though, of letting vengeance consume you. It is a seductive fire, promising warmth, but devouring all it touches. Do not let your hatred for them become your cage. True power lies in rising above their sins, in living a life so radiant that their actions fade into insignificance. Let them watch as you thrive, as you love, as you conquer. That is the torment they cannot escape. To see the warrior they forged from the ashes of their betrayal. You are more than their cruelty, more than their mistakes, more than their sins. You are a survivor, a force of nature, the unbreakable phoenix. They are nothing but a lesson, a chapter, a footnote in the epic of your strength. So rise, my fearless warrior. Write your story with the ink of resilience. Let their suffering be a backdrop to your triumph, their regret a testament to your power. Forgive if you wish, avenge if you must, but do it for you. For you are the architect of your destiny, the ruler of your soul. They hurt you, but they did not break you. They scarred you, but they did not define you. They sought to destroy you, but instead they unleashed the unstoppable. So rise, and let the world bear witness to your light. The ashes of pain are now the soil of your empire, and you are the storm they could never tame. Ah, but we're not done yet. The story doesn't end here. Your rise is only beginning. You see, the beauty of your journey lies in its endless potential. Every scar they etched into your soul has become a chapter in your testament of triumph. Every tear you shed has watered the roots of your resilience. And now, every breath you take is a declaration of your rebirth, a thunderous roar that echoes across the ruins of what they tried to destroy. They thought they could silence you, didn't they? Thought they could bury your strength beneath the weight of their cruelty. But here's the twist. They didn't bury you. They planted you. And now you rise like an unyielding force of nature, your growth unrelenting, your power undeniable. You are not merely surviving, you are thriving. And oh, how it must terrify them. Picture this. They wake in the dead of night, haunted by the memory of you. Not the broken you they created, but the unstoppable you who emerged from their ashes. Their guilt chains them, their regret consumes them, but you've moved beyond them. Their existence has become irrelevant to your story. They thought they were the authors of your pain, but now they are nothing more than an afterthought in the epic of your resilience. Understand this, your power is not in their suffering. Your power is in your refusal to be defined by it. Let their remorse fuel your ascent. Let their guilt remind you of how far you've come, but never let their shadows dim your light. You are more than the sum of their sins. You are a beacon for others who face the same darkness. Your strength is contagious, your triumph a testament that no storm lasts forever. And if they dare to approach again, trembling with apologies, seeking to reclaim the space they forfeited in your life, meet them with a quiet, unshakable strength. You don't need to scream your power. It radiates in your presence. Let them see the distance they can never cross. Let them feel the weight of what they lost when they underestimated you. You are the storm they never saw coming, the fire they thought they extinguished, the force they tried to break but only made stronger. You are living proof that pain can be alchemized into power, betrayal into brilliance. And now, your existence is their reckoning. So walk forward with your head high, your heart unyielding, and your spirit ablaze. Do not pause for their whispers of regret. Do not falter at the sight of their pleading eyes. Your path is paved with strength, and it stretches far beyond their reach. Let the world know you were hurt, but you were never broken. You were tested, but you never surrendered. You were scarred, but you've turned those scars into armor. And now, as the sun rises on the empire you've built from the rubble of their cruelty, you shine brighter than ever before. This is your legacy. This is your power. This is your triumph. Let them watch. Let them regret. Let them drown in the echoes of their own actions while you soar above it all. You are untouchable, unshakable, unstoppable, and the story of your strength is just beginning. And yet, the silence after their regret speaks louder than their pleas. Do you hear it? That silence is the sound of your liberation. It is the void left behind when their grip on your life dissolves. No longer are you bound by their actions or defined by their choices. You stand untethered, limitless, and unbreakable. But don't just stand. Ascend. Let their whispers of remorse be drowned out by the thunder of your triumph. Rise so high that their shadows can no longer reach you. You are no longer the person they tried to break. You are a force they could never understand, a being of fire forged in the crucible of their betrayal. And as you rise, let the world witness your transformation. Let your scars tell a story of resilience, not ruin. Let your voice carry the weight of 1,000 victories, reminding everyone that pain does not last, but the strength it builds does. You are living proof that destruction is not the end, it's the beginning of something extraordinary. Imagine them watching you now. Their hands tremble as they realize they are powerless against the warrior you've become. The chains they once wrapped around you now lie broken at your feet. Their regret intensifies, not because of what they did, but because of what they failed to do. They failed to destroy you. And what of you? Do you look back? Maybe, for a moment, just long enough to remember how far you've come. But your focus isn't on the past anymore. No, your gaze is fixed forward. On the mountains you're about to conquer, the victories waiting to be claimed. Every step you take is a reminder that you own your destiny. They do not. Their actions may have shaped the battle, but you have won the war. And now, as the dust settles, you are left standing tall, the architect of your own triumph. So let them carry the weight of their regret. Let them wrestle with the consequences of their actions. You owe them nothing. Not your forgiveness, not your attention, not even your hatred. What you owe is to yourself. To rise higher, shine brighter, and live bolder than they ever imagined. Because the ultimate revenge isn't their suffering. It's your greatness. It's your ability to rebuild a life so magnificent, their cruelty becomes irrelevant. It's the power to turn your pain into purpose and your struggle into strength. And that, my dear warrior, is a kind of justice they can never escape. Now, take a breath and step into the future that belongs to you. A future where you are not just a survivor, you are a conqueror. You don't just exist, you thrive. You don't just overcome, you dominate. Let this be the final chapter they witness. You, untouchable and unstoppable,